Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of Minecraft Invasion. So let's take a look at this because I want to at least try to figure out the way to construct it. So apparently someone was mentioning that it works similarly to a ritual diviner, so right click on controllers to assemble. Obviously I don't have the requisite material, but left clicking will list the structures required. So structure block, tier 1 or above, machine base, laser cores, 2 laser cores apparently, and other stuff. And shift right click will return all the ingredients apparently into my inventory. Now, I don't think I'm going to want to do this right now because I think I have other uses for my material. I got uses for my materials. But it is going to be something that I want to look at in the near future because power is going to be something that I will want to go for soon. Use to kill things that are on top of it. Okay, this would be something that I want to look at, but what I want to mainly look at today is getting some farming done. General farming meaning that just simple general farming meaning words. General farming. My food situation is pretty poor. I only got like carrots as well as a few apples, and that's not going to sate me for much longer, so I'm going to need to set some sort of automated food system going. It doesn't have to be that grand, frankly, because well, I don't have well, it's not an urgent food need, that's for sure. There isn't much that I need to worry about food-wise, and this is going to need power, but I'm thinking that I'll go with the actual edition's farmer for that. Now, there's actually a few different things that I need to farm. One of them is food, but the other one is eventually I'm going to need to actually get some stable system for redstone up and running at a reasonable click, which shouldn't be that hard, honestly, because, well, we have redstone plants. We just need to find a proper method in order to harvest them without worrying. So, one of the main things is I'm going to need to make a lot of smooth stone, because I need to brick up this place. Now, one problem that I seem to have still is the fact that this is not connected to the power relay, and we can see why that is. So I must have randomly right-clicked on that so that it wouldn't connect to the main power area. So now I am draining power from my buffer, which is good. And this stuff obviously isn't getting sent to the main area because we do not have a chest that is able to contain it. Let's take half of our wood, and maybe we'll make that chest now. I mean, we might as well, because we are going to need to make a lot of this. I seem to be going a lot. It's like, So, speaking about us, let's put that there, and that will be our stone. We'll need to lock this stuff up. So I'm thinking we'll disable this. So there we go, never active, and we'll put our keys there, so whenever we add more drawers to the system, it'll just be a simple matter of right-clicking a bunch of times for the desired effect. So we're going to need the farmers, which is going to be a simple matter, honestly. It's not going to take much of the episode. I think the biggest part of this episode will be on actually making sure, well, that we have a building in order to house it. So I'm thinking for that, what I can do is start digging outwards in one of the directions, and that will be the extension to the property that I have. So if I were to build outwards this way, that will be, well, prove to be useful. Now obviously I'm going to need to fix a few design flaws with this area, such as that. So let us get some of our building materials here and see what we can do. We'll just repair this building so that it's not falling at the slightest provocation, which would kind of be helpful. And are there any other holes that I have to be worried about? Not anymore. And then we can start at least getting a platform for us to work with. And said platform can still have our what's its face? It'll come to me in a second. This is for my non-gravity blocks, by the way, so don't worry, I'm not going to fall like a maniac. Well, if I do fall, I'll have a nice soft fall right there. So let's go with that, and I think we'll go with like a simple 3 wide walkway. Probably have a 3 wide opening as well, because frankly we're going to want a bit of space while we're probably running for our lives as drones attack us, and we are going to want to, before we fully commit to this room, close it off so that things can't enter at a whim. That might be helpful, or at least things won't shoot me with bows from Artemis himself. But I think eventually we are going to want to fancy this place, because having just stone blocks everywhere is not the fanciest situation to be in, but I think overall it is fine. So we'll want to have this as the wall, and then we can build outwards. So now these modules don't really need to be that big, honestly. If we weren't to design this, let's say that we have a 7x7 farm. Maybe we can have a 9x9 farm. That requires an 11x11 interior if we have a 1 wide walkway perimeter around the entire thing, which I think is going to be more than enough. And then we can have, that means it needs to be 13x13 wall section. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And that basically extends like that. So we'll have to continue. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now there is an obvious problem with this, which is going to be something that I will remedy as soon as all the prior preparations are made. I wasn't counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now the obvious problem is the fact that this is near land. So there's 2 possibilities for me to rectify that. One of them is to eliminate said land, which will take a while. The other is to put a turret underneath any sort of hangout. So in the center of this, I can just have a simple turret that will be able to eliminate anything with extreme prejudice while it's going. So I'll also want to probably make more of this, which requires just gravel, sand, cobblestone. So I'll probably want to put barrels up here and move those required substances up here as well, since that is going to be something that I kind of need in the future. We have the gravel, we have the sand, heck, we can make more sand. We have 1 more of those. And I think that's all the things that I needed. Wait, I needed cobblestone. Kind of helpful. And I know that I can make higher tiers of this, but right now let's check the uses of that. It needs bricks in order to make the tier 3 stuff. So I think maybe, and if we check the uses of this, tier 5 requires obsidian, which we do not have, but having this might be better in the long run. I think I'll do that at a later time, honestly. I'm not going to require it now. It's just going to be something that I will want for the future, hopefully in some sort of recognizable manner, so that I just don't go insane. And also eventually when we want to light that up. So let me put this base up, and I'm going to then enclose it. So this is going to take a bit of construction time. Hopefully nothing eventful happens, because I probably will stop recording at that point, but I'll let you know when it does. I heard you, little witchy. Where are you? Oh. That was the most effective witch I've ever seen. I commend you. That was very, very well fought. Yeah. Not sarcasm whatsoever. Amen. So let's see what we have here. It's a simple structure. It's 9x9. Eventually our main machine is going to go right in the center here. However, we are going to make an amendment, as I was mentioning, meaning that we will want to put a turret on the bottom here so that it's able to receive power here, as well as munitions here. Which means that it will need to... let's try the right-click method. Shift right-click. Shift right-click. Okay, shift right-click does work, but the problem is all the stuff is going immediately downwards, which is a downwards trend that I don't think I need to elaborate on. We're going to want to paint all this, and then this is basically going to go to our main bus, which is over here, which will supply both the power as well as the items. Now, the items obviously is going to be our nice little cobblestone wonder trade of awesomeness, and we're going to need to get this and this. Thankfully we do have enough redstone to do all of our stuff. Let's quickly craft these up into this, which is good. And I finally found the use for the control left click, being awesome. And we're going to want power to go up here as well. So let's just bring that up slowly to the top of this area. It's not connected in that middle area, so let's get that just there. Okay, so power's there. Assuming that I do this in a non-stupid method. And we got power running towards here, which is good. We're going to need to paint it up, but for now I think that is going to be sufficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paint blocks of this, and 2 more for the cobblestone. In fact, we might as well get those going. That's going to be 8 paint blocks in total. How many do we get from this again? I forget. Ugh. We're going to need to make more conduit binder. We are definitely going to need to make that. So let's do 2 of these, and then we're going to move them over, but that is not what we're going to focus on now. What we need to focus on now is to get our turrets, and then we can also do the other things. So turret. First of all, I have to check, does this thing fall? I think it does. So if we place this up there, what is the result that we're going to get? Probably a lot of foliage, which is not going to be the most happy way ever. And I'm gonna do this smart by double pillaring so that I can move out of the way while placing this. Yay, it doesn't fall. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna need to get back up here eventually, so we'll worry about that. Hi! Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Death from above, quite literally, in a few minutes. Yeah, okay, so... what was I doing? Turrets. Turrets, I think we only need like 2 of these turrets, and it's going to be an easy enough thing. Now the harder part is we're going to need to hook up this so that it exports up to our main line, which I guess we're going to have to connect up to this area as well, which it's not that hard. It's just going to take a bit of annoyance. Wait, I had the wrong one. So let's make 3 of these. We'll start with... we'll need a few. Let's make 4 of these. 4 of these. And thus 4 of these. And we have 4 turrets. And we're still going to need to connect the other stuff, so let us... well, we'll connect them while we go up there. There we go. Temporary pillarage. Go up there, and we'll just go like this, and boop, 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 boop! Boop, boop, boop. I got booped. Booping, boopage. Booperoni. Let's heal up. Thank goodness that witch decided to go bing bong. Apparently, in my panic, while I was trying to heal up, I accidentally stopped my recording, but here I am! Hooray! So, I can't remember what I did before that, but anyways, so... yes, I got booped, and I didn't like getting booped. So, what I need to do is not boop and get my stuff going. So, I might have already mentioned it, cobblestone is going to be on the brown channel, so if I need a dedicated reserve for cobblestone, well, I'm going to get it. So let us set up this as we have a cobblestone reserve here, and we'll just bring this down and have it extracting into whatever needs cobblestone. There, extract, and it's the gray channel. I believe that's what I set it as. So let us put our painted stuff on again, and we can see whether our turret is operational. Now the reason I want to do this instead of doing some sort of newfangled way, like running all those transfer pipes, is eventually I'm going to want to make sure that the system is able to handle any sort of changes to its situation. Meaning, in a roundabout way, I want it to be able to be modular. So if I need to extend this system so that it is not just a single turret, I can just replace the turrets downstairs and be a lot better at it. Let us get all of this stuff because I'm not going to need that, and I'm not going to need... probably going to need that at some point. Okay, so that is solved, and we have a ready area for our... We have a ready conduit for our furnace farmer's stuff, so let's get that. So the whole purpose of the system that we want is so that we can automate our redstone harvesting. And that's not going to do us any good if this thing can't actually harvest our redstone. So we're going to have to be, well, curious on that. So once again, it requires a furnace. Do I have cobblestone on me for a change? Yes, we do. So let's make a furnace. We're only going to need one of these machines, honestly. I think, at least. I gotta stop shift left clicking on that question mark. We're missing hoe, which is gonna be helpful for us, so got that. We'll make this, and now we need a stone hoe, which is easy enough. We don't have the smooth stone in for the next step, so let's get that from... I wish I really need that elevator. I should just spend some of the materials in order to get that. Oops, I only wanted one stack of this, thank you. Put it in here. There we go. Should we stop at here? We might as well eventually go iron. I mean, we should future-proof this design, but how much iron do we have? First of all, actually, let us install that damn teleporter because it's going to be helpful for my own gosh dang sanity. Did I install some crafting tables up here? No, of course I didn't, because that would be looking too far into the future, and I made too much wool. Great! Perfect. Awesome. Completely affordable, and, well, it is completely affordable. I could throw this away and not even bat an eyelash. And it seems like those new turrets are doing their job quite nicely, and we are keeping this place relatively defensible. Sure, maybe only one turret at a time will be firing, but oh well, that's not really what matters. Okay, so get that there. We'll probably need to put a torch here. Actually, let's check our lighting situation. Oh, definitely need a torch there. Anything else? Ooh, let's put stuff there. And we should make sure the perimeter of this is lit up, because I do not want things spawning while it is nighttime, because that would kind of suck. It'd put a damper on things, that's for sure. F7 off. Okay, so much better, much better. Probably will also want to think of installing some lights there, because I like the idea of keeping those uncovered, so at least in the daytime we'll have a nice open area about it. Anyways, we're going to need to have this stuff installed. Let's put this here. So this thing goes here and there because we're going to need energy. Eventually we're obviously going to run this correctly, and this goes here. We'll need to put the plant things, add tools. Now we're gonna have to see whether this thing works. Which wrench do we need for this system? I forget. Actually, additions. Actually, additions wrench. Is this PA wrench. I think the PA wrench is actually, well, actually the thing that we're going to need. Let's check on that situation now. Really? Huh. Well, that's not quite what I wanted. Can I configure this? Not like that. That's apparently improper. So, right-clicking that does nothing. So, basically, for this to be working, I need to bring this all down. So, we'll just do a bit of a modification of our design. We'll put this instead here, and we're going to need to fill this in, at least there'll be some extra defense, and then put the redstone stuff on top. So let's do it like this. First of all, let's try our shift left clicking. There we go. Up. There we go. Shift left click, right click, shift, select connection to adjust. Okay. That is not helping me. I'm clicking on it. Apparently, things are not going as well as I thought it'd be. Oh, this is working very well. Once I have that building stuff down, oh, that is just music to my ears. Okay, if I right-click this, it's probably just going to go poof. Right-click. Right-click. Damn it. That is not what I wanted to do. Left-click. Left-click. Shift-left-click. Clicking. Down. Select connection to adjust. I'm trying that. Okay. Obviously, this is not functioning as it's supposed to. So I'm just going to go ballsy right now. Left-click. Please. Always has to be the hard way, doesn't it? How can I do this a non-stupid way? YOLO! Okay, we're gonna have to be quick, because that is not gonna be good. We'll want this so that it's extraction green, so all the output is going to go there. Hopefully that is enough for us to sate our desires. That's going to have to be enough for now. Let's grab all this. Maybe I can reap some of these materials. And that is good. Are you out? No, you're waiting. That is obviously not what you do. You need to be a bit more thorough with your job. We also need to make an RF machine for obvious... for freak's sakes, let's just do that. RF machine is the next step after we do that. Let's patch our holes. And then actually give this a test. Not ready, needs fuel, obviously. RF machine. We'll do that. We just need a whole lot of redstone, which we do have. We need gold, and we need iron. Iron on my person? Nope. There we go. Maybe we can also bring a crafting table or two up while we are at it. 1, 2. Actually, we are going to need to go out soon to get crafting tables, unless I find a method to have a crafting table that, you know, doesn't break. Might be helpful. There we go. I'm working here. Can all of your shenanigans wait, please? Thank you. Okay, get this down. We at least have that. We need to add the seeds, and we also, let's see if it's actually getting power. Yes, it is obviously getting power. That might be, well, not the biggest concern that you should have. So we need to also look at its configuration, not the Yeta wrench. Let's put this all around here because, oh fudge. We need the damn painter. We'll obviously do that for now. And we're going to need to take our redstone blossom and then see what happens with this. I imagine it should be a simple enough matter of taking the redstone ore, taking that, making sure that we have some bone meal so that we can test this, check, and then, assuming that light levels are properly maintained. We'll place that. We need our hoe, I assume. You know, ain't nobody got time for that. Apparently I need to build a wall. I can't just be a lovely Canadian who doesn't need to build a wall because of their damn neighbors deciding that they want to shoot you. There is no correlation whatsoever with real-world events. I just want to make sure the light level thing. Okay, it's now off. Okay, so, not ready. Add seeds. Seed added. Needs hoe. Okay, I can provide you with this. This is a stone version currently, so I'll add its stone stuff so that nothing bad happens. Let's add this to the monster materials because I consider sheep the most devious monster imaginable. There we go. Okay, it planted. Will it harvest? Okay, it's grown. It harvested. Yes! Okay, so this does work. We have 9 redstone there. Let's just confirm, even though I know for sure it's gonna work. We should have 10 redstone. Yes, we do. Okay, so this is automatically growing and harvesting our redstone, and we're going to need to expand this for obvious reasons so that it's non-stupid. Now, one of the things that we need to do in order to properly expand this is to... Ooh, if I break this, that's gonna fall, which obviously is not helpful. Do I have a muffler? Oh, thank God. I'm going to do that now because that is going to be instrumental, haha, to my sanity. Let's make 4 of those and we'll get our monster materials that we need right here. Probably shapeless. Oh, we can deconstruct them. That's nice. How am I gonna add this? I don't know. I mean, how am I gonna add it so that it's aesthetic? Proper? Non-stupid and doesn't allow them an easy way into my dwelling? Probably no easy way to do that. I managed to go from 0 to you're screwed in 3 seconds flat. Okay. Out of all the ways to possibly meet my end, it's gotta be this. Which, frankly, is probably one of the most embarrassing ways for me to die. Because one shot from Artemis is going to kill me. What is this, episode 20? Episode 20. I've managed to not die right now. Oh, God. But it's possible I'll die from the most embarrassing thing. Oh, God. Explosions everywhere. I'm gonna need to move that tree farm because turrets. Turrets, not Tourette's. Turrets. Where was I? Ah, yes! Soundproof! Might be helpful. Man, it sounds like it's a shotgun firing every 5 seconds. Let's temporarily put this here. Because this is music to my ears. The sound of silence. Things not trying to kill me in 0.5 seconds flat. Bliss. Okay, now that the bliss is over, let us continue with what the heck I was trying to do, which is I can't actually remember, which is probably one of the most helpful things. Redstone ore. We need to make some more redstone ore for obvious reasons, and that's going to require rose red and resonating crystals, which is, I got all that stuff except the rose red, which is kind of laughable. I don't think bone mealing this is going to do anything. Oops. I wanted to right-click that into my inventory for advancement, not for that. I got some dirt here, so let us actually test this down here. So if I plop this down, let's say here, plant this down, maybe with some dirt beside it, will I get some additional material? Right click. Damn it. Nope. Right click on that. Nope, obviously not. Recipe uses of this recipe, actually uses of the poppy. Might be able to crush this pulvis sag mill. Looks like pulvis is the best way to do this, but I only have 2 flowers, so it looks like I'll only be able to get a net of 1 redstone from this, which obviously is not the, well, 1 redstone ore, which obviously is not the best thing in the world, but at least it is a step in the right direction, and we're obviously walking here. We're obviously going to need to expand our thing upstairs so that it is able to... I have more conduit facades. Why didn't I... I'm not gonna nag myself about that. Okay, I'm gonna have to bleep myself out there because, dang, that surprised me. That surprised me. Oh my god, I'm not dead. Oh my god, he almost killed me. Oh my god, I should not be down here. I need to move everything up here. Maybe this will be a freaking clue in order to do that. Might be helpful. Let's just use 2 of these blasters. I don't care. I don't care. I need to live, I tell you, live! Anyways. What was I doing? Something heroic, probably. I need the redstone from my material closets. But, well, I need redstone so that I can make redstone. Upgrade. Let's look at the upgrades. Where are the upgrades? I need this, which I'm missing logs, of all things. Maybe this actually has some stuff, who knows. Oh, 60 logs! It must have had a very big tree. Okay. Let's make that. Then I think we'll be good to go. One of those. One of those. And then if we throw this in this bad boy... There we go. Let's see what our new range is. I'm not there. Do not want you to be there. Okay, so there and there. We still need to make our redstone ore, which would kind of be helpful, so let's get all that. Redstone ore is going to need our crystal of awesomeness, which is one of these, thank you. And we're going to need to probably have a bit more redstone. I gotta stop shifting in the random places. There we go. Just because I wanted to go through the system because it is fun to watch. I'll do that. Redstone ore. We need one of these. Oh, I didn't actually need to do that. And we'll get one of these. And we'll place this here. And we're still going to need that poppy though. Actually, let's put all of our seeds here in our machine. There we go. Nice and simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 facades. That is actually the perfect number that I needed, but I'm not going to tell it that because I think it might get a little conceited. So I'm still going to need to get more power. The windmill is nice and all, but with my growing power demands, it's not going to handle too much more. So I am going to make sure that all of its demands are properly met. This stuff is working, which I like. I might want to have a back access panel like this. That might be what I want so that I can look if there's any sort of errors. And it's not going to be that much of a problem, honestly. All I have to... well, this is going to work slowly. It's going to take some time in order to properly operate. But I think time is something that I do have now, at least at this juncture. And eventually I'm going to want to do a bit more automation for this, meaning that I'll want an input and output. One of the inputs is going to have to be stone, or in the case of when I actually do this properly, iron hose. So that's going to be something I'll have to look at in the future. It's not something that I'm going to be, well, too worried about right now, but for now, I guess the next thing I'll need to do, actually get some more redstone ore. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Minecraft Invasion. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. Redstone ore, I can't get enough of redstone ore. WayofTime here, signing off. Crud, I forgot. Have a wonderful day. That's funny.